To help understand all of this, let's bring in Leroy Chiao. He's a retired NASA astronaut who flew on 4 space missions. Thanks so much for being with us. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks.
Okay, so walk us through these findings from the engineers. Does it all make sense to you?
Yeah, so obviously they've been doing a lot of testing for the last almost 8 weeks and have come up with, they think they've come up with a reconstruction of what happened. So it looks like, as you were mentioning, these Teflon seals reacted with some of the propellants and may have expanded, causing some of the leaks that occurred. Fortunately, the leaks are stable and remain small. Also, they were, I believe, able to recreate the conditions that caused 5 of the thrusters to shut down during the approach to the station. It seems they were firing more often than expected and causing those thrusters to overheat and then have some issues. So 4 of them have been re-enabled, and so they have almost all the thrusters available to come home. And it looks like they just need to go through having the mission management meetings, making a formal decision to bring them back down on the vehicle, and then working with the traffic model and the priorities and the requirements to figure out when the best time would be to undock that vehicle. It's a big deal when you have a vehicle arriving or a vehicle departing, and so it has to fit in with the tempo of operations and what's going on. So I would expect them to announce a date very soon after their meeting in the next week or so, and hopefully we'll get Butch and Sunny down here sooner rather than later.
Oh my gosh, another week or so, huh? Okay, so while they're trying to work that out, what about the astronauts? I mean, we look at the video, they look like they're having a good time, they're having fun, but really, how do you suppose they're, getting through all this? They went on this trip expecting, Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williamson talking about, they went on this trip expecting 1 week. They weren't allowed to take a whole lot of personal belongings, but now it's 7 weeks and counting. They've got smiles on their faces, but, mentally, physically, how do you think they're doing?
Well, they're both veterans of long duration space flights, so they're certainly used to life on the station for over 6 months or thereabouts. And so this was kind of a little bit of a mini mission, space station mission, if you will, of a couple of months. And so even though it was unexpected, I'm sure they slid right into the groove and were doing great. I'm sure it interfered with some of their personal plans. I'm sure maybe they had other plans going on this summer. But astronauts like being in space, so I'm sure they adapted very well. But they're probably also looking forward to coming home.
Okay, all right. Well, I wonder at this point, NASA says it isn't making any commitment, to bring them home, in the same ship that they actually flew up in. Do you see them setting up a different ship to retrieve the astronauts? How would it generally go?
I think that's very unlikely. I mean, NASA is prepared to do that if required, but I think it's very unlikely. It looks like the engineers have a good handle on what happened with the Starliner, both with the leaks and the kind of overactive thrusters. And so I'm sure they have fixes in place and workarounds to kind of prevent those situations from getting worse or from happening again on the way home. And so I would fully expect Butch and Sunny to come down on Starliner. But in the worst case, where things dramatically got worse or some new problem cropped up, of course, contingency plans are in place. We could actually we would delay them longer, but a Dragon spacecraft could be reconfigured that could also bring them home. Dragon is designed to take up to 6 people coming down, or going up and coming down. And so far, we've only been flying crews of 3, but it can easily carry Butch and Sunny back too.
Oh, okay. And before I let you go, I wonder if we could talk about the Mars rover, the selfie, that it took next to a rock that could answer the question of whether, there was some microscopic life in the distant past. How hopeful, are you based on these kind of images you're seeing? What will it help us better understand about Mars?
Yeah, this was a very exciting discovery by Perseverance. A couple of years ago, Curiosity found embedded methane in sedimentary rock that was billions of years old that could have been left there by microbial life. Now, Perseverance has found these sulfates that are on the surface. In this on Earth, those kinds of things are indicative of microbial life that existed in water. It also detected the presence of organic chemicals, which is also consistent with current or former microbial life. So this is very exciting because it's some of the same signatures that we see here of microbial life on Earth. And so it's, it's a pretty strong indicator that there probably was something there billions of years ago. Not definitive proof by any means, but pretty exciting clues.
Okay, we're not alone. Astronaut Leroy
No,
Chiao. Great to see you. Thank you so much.
thank you.